Hi everybody, welcome again to another Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. This video is primarily aimed at sharing with you some important things that you should know. Well, I know some of them already, but it's like I was just trying to push ahead to see how fast I could go. But it says it pays, mistakes pays. Anyway, so this video is about some important things that you should know when building your tank. 1. Always wrap your glass in such a way that the two end piece are locked by the longer piece. 1. 2. Should in case the glass actually break on any of the panels, right, you have to clean properly this old silicone from the glass that you're going to actually be placing the new glass on, right? Because silicone doesn't hold well with old silicone, doesn't hold well with new silicone, so you have to scrape off everything. If you can use a nail polish remover or a degreaser, but after you use the degreaser or the nail polish remover, you're gonna have to wipe that area clean, taking off all that chemical, or else the silicone that you actually place on that glass will not hold. Alright, number 2, right? Number 3, always use braces for tanks more than 1 foot in height, that is. Right? Number 3 is important because, as you all witness, this can be catastrophic. Imagine this tank did not fall apart while I was there. Imagine I had cycled the tank and everything was there and it was going on good, and then one evening I come home and I see all my fish on the floor and everything just laid out, right? So braces are important. Number 4, whenever you have a new tank, a new aquarium, whether you're going to purchase it from the store or you actually make it yourself, always water test it. Always water test your tanks, right? And when you're water testing your tank, always water test it in an environment wherein which it's not going to really cause inconvenience in your home. For example, I did my water test on my back porch, so therefore when the tank actually fell apart, the water was easily taken off and I was able to clean up very nicely. So if I had done the water test in my living room or in my dining room, this might have caused a problem. Number 5, and I'm guilty of this, several of my viewers actually share this with me as a concern. Always wear and use safety equipment, or should I say gear, your gloves, shoes, and where possible your eye guards, because you may never know. If it was a case in which the entire tank actually shattered while I was filming, a piece of that glass could have flew and actually hit me in the eye and damage my vision, right? Or hit me somewhere else and really cause really awesome damage, right? So and it is important. Okay, and the final thing that you should know when constructing your own aquarium is that you must always bear in mind that a tank is not always going to be filled to the very top. So if you want a 100-gallon tank, you want it to have a 100-gallon amount of water, you're not going to make it with the diameters to hold 100 gallons. You're going to make it with the diameters to hold about 105, 110. Because looking at it, you're going to leave probably about an inch and a half from the top of the water, from the top of the tank. So this is the top of the tank and this is the water. So you're going to leave about this, right, as space within your tank. Right? And this is needed, right? Some persons fill up the tank up to the way up to the top and then they cover it. That's not good, right? Yeah, some amount of air need to pass over the surface of the water. Because remember, you're going to be placing a cover on that. So if you place a cover on that and the water is up to the top, that means not much air is actually touching the surface of the water, and that is very important in the sustenance of life within that aquarium. Another important thing that you need to know about when making your own fish tank is that you should allow your aquarium to dry for at least 3 to 4 days before you actually attempt to water test it. Failure to do such, the water might just be so strong, depending on how tall the aquarium is, because the taller the aquarium is, the more pressure on the side, so therefore the volume of water in it might end up expand, causing much pressure on the sides, thus the aquarium side panels might just give way. So I live in the tropics, right? I live in an environment where I only experience wet and dry season. I do not experience what you guys might experience, what I call it winter, right? So the sudden drop in temperature, which causes water to freeze and expand, that is not within my domain. So therefore, I do not experience this phenomenon where I'm getting at. Wherever you are in the world, you must be mindful that water freezes freeze at below a certain temperature, right? I'm not a scientific individual, so I'm not going to tell you what point water starts freeze, right? So whenever you're building your aquarium, you have to have this in mind, and this will actually determine the thickness of your glass. Now, I can get away making a 55-gallon aquarium with a 1/4 inch thick glass. However, you might not be able to do that. Why? Because as water freezes, as water gets cold, it expands. It doesn't have to freeze, but as it gets cold, it starts to expand. So you might have your aquarium and it's hitting, let's say that the time is getting cold, but you have not adjusted the thermometers as yet, so as to facilitate that balance in temperature within your tank or within your home. So the water is kind of getting a little cold. So what you find is that the tank kind of end up with a little bit of bulge, or it's kind of, the water kind of swell a little bit, right? This can put a little pressure on the side walling of the tank, resulting in the side wall of the tank actually collapse. Some persons may say that this is a rare occurrence, but in many occurrences in which I have actually researched and I have actually discovered that this is one of the factors which have led to several aquariums actually out of nowhere just collapsing because of the temperature change. So you have to be mindful of that when you're making a tank, right? That is why in some countries like in Canada, acrylic is one of the better material to use, because acrylic, it doesn't break, it's not as fragile as, I'm not saying that it doesn't break, but it's not as fragile as glass, right? If water do expands in molecule as a result of changing temperature, it will just bulge a little bit and then it will just retract after a bit, right? But glass is not so, glass is more rigid, so therefore a little bulge may result in stress, may result in a line of weakness, resulting in the collapse of the glass. This is Riley here for Fish Keeping Jamaica. I have learned a lot, right? I had just scheduled one video for this week regarding my aquarium, right? But I've learned a lot by just looking back at it and thinking about it a lot, that I think that I should have shared different components of it. Thus, that's the reason why I am doing like a sequel. So as you all know, I do what you call scheduling for my videos. So the videos that were actually scheduled for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday have been pushed back now for next week, because this I think that my viewers need to see. Thank you very much. Join me next time for a very interesting Fish Keeper Jamaica video. Peace. Alright.